Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss my...
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
On first down, Darnold. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Room to run past midfield. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. 1st and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Darnold from the gun. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Now back to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
first down, Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the...
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Hot.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Check. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep depth, and this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
Faking the give. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. And out now, here come the Bengals. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
On the give, this is great. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first and 10, Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Preston Brown. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Play action. It's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Detroit. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught, Eifert over the middle. Tyler Eifert, 30, past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
They have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Darnold now to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All right, here we go.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And Stills over the middle. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Detroit!
Here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Detroit!
gun now on 3rd down. He's got Green. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And nice work on the return as he'll start. Their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Darnold just beating the play clock. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up. Second down. To throw on second down is Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Detroit!
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. It's caught, Stills, right side. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done. And there's always the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, and it's a fumble. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Check 52 to the mic. Check 52 to the mic. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot! Hot!
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot! No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On the toss, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be a second and long. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the...
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Barely got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. And able to find Green. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They come out here in the eye. Once again, they run with Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working in